Alright guys, what is going on? It's Benjamin here with Breakthrough Central Coaching, and today we're going to be looking at a fitness aspect of flexibility in mobility. So I highly recommend you get something like a foam rolling pad that you can go ahead and roll out your larger muscles on. It's really nice. They also have these mobility balls. They're really good for getting knots out of your feet. You can lay on them. I'll show you some maneuvers that you can get some pressure and get a massage on your quads, your glutes, and then I'll just say the base of the feet are going to be the most effective areas for that. Along company for this, you're going to need a nice mat. You can also lay out a blanket, but I highly recommend grabbing a mat from your local sports store because it creates a nice place to get your mobility and your stretches in. So for starters, when you're getting into mobility, I'm guessing that you're somebody who works long hours, you're a busy professional. You might not be making all the time to focus on your health and your fitness. Mobility is a great place to start, so congratulations on that. It's important that you get warmed up. Mobility and flexibility is best done when you have blood and oxygen flowing through your body and flowing through the muscles so that they're in a more pliable state. You don't stretch anything, pull or hurt anything, or get any pinches in your spine or anything like that. So imagining that we've just done about 10 or so, 15 minutes warming up. Maybe you've gone on the treadmill or you just finished a workout. It's a great place to add that in. Let's go ahead and dive into a 10 to 12 minute session that'll cover the full body. And you can do this 3 to 4 times per week to keep your body loose and limber, especially if you're working long hours. So first off, you're going to want to go and wake up the arms. You can just follow along with me for this portion of the training, just some arm crossovers, about 10 to 12 of those, and then we'll take our shoulders backward. You might hear a little bit of clicking. This is just your joints waking up. Okay, letting the arms be nice and loose, bringing them forward arm rolls. Again, crossing over. It's called open the gate. So you're going to open the gate, take a couple steps in between, open the gate, a couple steps. Just getting nice and loose inside of the body. And then next we're going to take the neck just from ear to the shoulder. Taking the ear to the shoulder, just on both sides. Starting to stretch out the neck a little bit. And I'll turn to the side, you can see here, making a big yes motion. Looking down at the feet and then up at the ceiling, a nice arch in the back as well. So I'm not just moving the neck, but I'm moving the whole spine. I'm starting to get a nice spinal wave going on here. Whew. Some nice deep breaths as well. Perfect. Shake the arms out again. Then I'm going to touch my toes and reach for the ceiling. Just like that, bringing my pelvis forward, stretching out the back. Already you should feel some nice movement. I'm sure your body's starting to open up a little bit. Get some nice flow going on. Alright. Turn the mat this way. Next, you're going to do windmills. Take your feet about 3 or 4 feet apart. You're going to bring your left arm to your right ankle and just alternate. For about 15 to 20 of these, wake up the hips. Get some spinal rotation going on there. And all is well. Okay, next you'll come down onto a knee. And you'll interlace your fingers, place them on your thigh, and just sink forward, getting a nice stretch in the front of your hip here. This is going to relieve the hips and the low back. Woo! Some nice big inhales and exhales in through the nose, out the mouth. Just getting a nice stretch here. Feeling good. I'm sure you can already feel the nice benefits of this stretching routine here. Getting some mobility action going on as well. Cool. We'll go ahead and switch sides. Again, interlacing the fingers, placing them on the thigh, and then just sinking forward and just holding that deep stretch. Okay. Then once we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and onto hands and knees. We're gonna rock backwards, and then we're gonna come forward, allowing the pelvis to come forward. So I'm gonna rock back. You can bring your head to the mat, and then you're just gonna rock forward, bring your hips forward, getting a nice stretch like that. So you can do it two different ways. So when you're doing this in your own time, you can do this in a quicker motion where you're just kind of rocking back like that, or you can hold more in a yogic type way where you're in upward dog position here. And I'm going to take a few breaths here, 3, 4, 5 breaths maybe. Allowing my body just to stretch and relax. And then you can also sink back to child's pose here, spending a little bit more time. If it feels good to you, just allowing your spine to decompress. And some nice relaxation in. Perfect. Once you do that to your satisfactory results, you will go ahead into lizard stretch here. I'm going to take my left foot to the outside of my left hand, and I'm going to pick my right knee up, so I'm in kind of this alternated stretch here. I'm going to take my left knee, I'm going to kind of pull it out, and I'm going to push my right glute back, so I'm getting some tension going on, and I'm getting a nice stretch in my hips. You're going to hold that for as long as still good, then we're going to switch sides. Right foot comes out to the outside of the right hand. My knee, I'm pressing out, and my left glute, I'm pulling back, pressing my heel back towards the wall behind me. Cool, and then I'm going to stretch back into downward dog here. I'm just going to press my heels back towards the mat behind me. I'm going to press through my pointer and middle finger into the ground. And some nice deep breaths. We're going to go ahead and hold this for a few seconds here. Okay, once you're done stretching that, hop forward. And then you'll notice me in this nice standing plank position. I'm reaching down and just stretching towards my toes. You can have a bend in your knee if that feels better. And I'm just stretching along the back of the hamstrings here. Should be a nice deep stretch here. Cool. And then I'm going to come back to standing up fully. Woo! How does that feel? You might have some blood flowing. You might see some stars. But I'm sure you can start to see how this kind of routine is going to be very effective and beneficial throughout your week to keep you limber and loose. It keeps your whole body oxygenated as well. It's very good. It's very good for your hair health. It's very good for your eye health. We have our pump inside of our body, our heart's pumping, but it's very good for keeping blood and oxygen throughout our body into all of our extremities, okay? So next we're going to make some nice head circles, some nice neck circles here. 2 or 3 times in one direction and then back the other way. Cool, and then we'll take our chest around in a circle 3-4 times, and then 3-4 times back the other way. One more time each way. Cool, now we'll take the hips, hand on the hips, in a nice big circle. Okay, and then back the other way again. Okay, now hands on the knees, feet a couple fist widths apart, and I'm going to take some nice big knee circles. A few times in one direction, a few times the other way. And then even in the ankles, really focus just on the ankle joint, taking them around in some nice circles, and then back the other way. By now you should be feeling a lot more limber and loose inside of your body. Feel free to go back and stretch anything that feels like it needs to stretch a little bit more, but I'm going to show you how you can use The muscle rollers to the best of your benefit. This kind of muscle roller, there's 3 main ways I like to use it the best. Number 1 is going to be on your back. You lay it down and you cross your arms like this and you just roll it along the lumbar spine and the thoracic spine. You want to hit those big paraspinal muscles that make up the bulk of your supporting back. You can roll generally back and forth, or if you find a place that's pretty tight, just hold it on there and just rock it ever so slightly back and forth, really centralizing that pressure and allowing it to knead like a massage. Next, I like to use this on my calves. You can use it on either side of the calf, making sure that you get a nice good massage, taking out any tightness you have inside of your calves. Next, you want to use this on the inside of the quad. So you just put it under your leg and you rock it back and forth, just like that. You can do that on both sides. Next is going to be the glute massage. The glute is a very big factor into sitting, right? A lot of times it gets very tight from sitting, so this is a great way. Put it under your glute and just massage it back and forth. Again, there's no particular time, let's say about 30 seconds minimum, just to make sure you get a nice massage going on. It's going to allow you to feel the best. And last but not least, this is harder. So this is more of a sports. This is going to be, more in the athletic, the section of the Nike. This is a Nike ball you can use. Something like a tennis ball. I do like this one because it is hard. Like, this isn't a squishy ball. This is very hard. Stick it under your foot. You can do it at the office chair or standing up, and you're just going to rock all over the bottom of your foot, all on the toes, on the ball of the foot, all through the arch of the foot, around the heel. Again, it's good to give our feet some love. And there you have it. That is going to be an overview of a stretching mobility routine. You can go ahead and do 3 to 4 times per week to keep your body nice and limber. I hope this was helpful. Follow for more of Breakthrough Central Coaching, how fitness, our relationship with God, our mindset, fitness routines, as well as flexibility and mobility. So I hope this will help. God bless. We'll catch you in the next one.